Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Epic Geek Out, the only show on the internet where the answer to the Da Vinci Code is 42. I'm your host, Chad.
I'm your host, Rob, and today we're going to be reviewing ABC's new show, 0 Hour.
As always, you can check us out over at Twitter, at Epic Geek Out. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/epicgeekout, and also check out the website, www.epicgeekout.com. But let's get into our review of 0 Hour.
So it is, we're again with TV, but I think we're done now until Bates Motel, which is the next one, because a lot of shows premiere around the January timeframe, and we wanted to catch all these shows and haven't been too heavy on the game releases.
Yeah, we're going to get to it though.
You know, we wanted to touch on all these shows. So we're back with 0 Hour. I almost said Zero Dark 30, but that's not it. It stars Anthony Edwards, is that his name? Anthony Edwards, correct, from ER and also from Top Gun. Awesome. Goose from Top Gun. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a good TV actor. It is Goose. He's back in TV since 2008, being off of ER. And the show is conspiracy-esque, much like the Da Vinci Code, which is referenced in our intro.
With a sprinkling of national treasure.
Yeah, because there's a lot of globe-trotting. The whole plot of it, basically, is his wife is kidnapped, and he has to go kind of find out why she was kidnapped. But underlying of all of this is there's this global conspiracy that's been around seemingly for a long time. The biggest conspiracy of all time, as they say in the promos. And, you know, he's kind of trying to figure out what that is. And it's kind of hinted at that it's sort of like the end of the world type of thing, involving a lot of biblical ramifications, Nazis, it starts off with. And this show's interesting for me because it definitely felt kind of under the radar. But everyone's talked about it and talked to me about, like, have you seen the show? And I was like, no, I don't really even know what it's about, to be honest with you. So I didn't know a lot going into it. Did you know much?
Not much. I know I saw the previews for it, but I never knew what I was watching. Yeah. Like, I know I saw it, and I think I just tuned out, like, mentally. But
it's getting a lot of critical buzz, and, you know, it's kind of like positioned as like the new like Lost-ish show with like
how many shows
mythology.
Have been positioned as that before?
Yeah. So what did you think of it? I'm interested to hear what he thinks. He's interested to hear what I think.
We just got done watching it. We caught it on demand, and I really like the concept of this show. It started back in, I don't know, whatever time, you know, with a flashback.
1938
you know,
time period.
These people, you know, they're making clocks, and, you know, there's Nazis. I don't know, Nazis are the quintessential good bad guy to have because it's easy to hate them. Yeah. And, you know, there's this, you know, kind of tombey thing that gets, like, brought out under the water. And I'm like, at that point, I'm like, okay, I'm in. Yeah. I'm liking where this is going. But then the show happened, and it goes to present day. And I respect the fact that they didn't go for, like, the normal, like, male model looking lead role guy. But this dude is so non-charismatic. It is
goofy,
ridiculous. Yeah. So his wife gets kidnapped because of a bad flea market purchase, pretty much.
I don't think that's all that's
well,
behind it.
This is what the pilot gave me. So, you know, she gets kidnapped for, you know, whatever reasons, and the way he reacts to her kidnapping is so ridiculous and hard to believe. His interaction with the FBI agent that's in this it's just hard to stomach. I mean, it was cool when they found, like, the map or whatever. I thought that was a cool idea. But, you know, he has to be the editor of a skeptic magazine, and now he's being involved in the biggest conspiracy ever. Come on. I mean, really, make him a builder, baker, something like
Kiefer Sutherland. I really wish this was Kiefer Sutherland.
I don't care. You know,
wouldn't it be great?
Not, you know, and it's not this dude's fault, but I love the concept, but it was painful at times to watch this. You know, the twist that you know the show is going to have because it's trying to be that new Lost show. I was like, oh, that's what they're doing? Okay. You know, the bad guy, let's give him milky-looking eyes to make him creepy. I could not get behind this. The dialogue was just, I think, terrible. The interactions with people just didn't seem real. Anything that they went for, you just couldn't care about. Oh, this priest, I knew him since birth, but yet I know what an old demonic language is, and all these things. I cannot get behind this show. I love the concept, but it just.
Yeah, I kind of love this show.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I see all the things you're saying, and I agree with most of them. But for me, the plot drove this whole pilot. And again, it could not be like that every episode. But the plot was so like fast-paced and on point, where they like none of it. There was nothing in there I didn't feel for like extra sake. Like they weren't filling time with anything. I felt like everything had a purpose with going to the next plot point, the next plot point. It's not a good thing for a show long term because the characters do have to grow on you. But for what this was, I felt like it kind of strapped me in from the beginning, which I thought was an amazing opening scene, and then just kept me on the ride for the whole time. Again, like,
did you watch this muted?
No,
I heard the dialogue.
Yeah, the dialogue was bad. There was a lot of really stupid things that I wish they weren't going down that road, like with the FBI agent who clearly would have arrested him halfway through the episode.
Yeah,
but
because he's not telling her things. Hey, you need to take that poker face off and tell me.
Yeah,
really?
I mean, but for me, like the plot was so intriguing that I didn't really care about
She's gonna end up being in the order.
Yeah, like I just want to know. I love shows that have mythologies like this where like I just want to know every facet of it, and like that makes it easier to forgive the awful characters and plot. Because a show like The Event, where I was intrigued with it, once you find out the mythology and you find out it's not that interesting, like the show had nothing. So this, I feel like it has enough and it's broad enough that it can kind of go new places constantly and kind of bring more mystery and intrigue. Because like there's so much biblical stuff that can tie into this, and I think that'd be really cool.
As well. I did.
Yeah, but I didn't like the sidekicks at first, like the two sidekicks. It was like. They work for him. There's no way that they would be doing all this crazy stuff, like buying a plane ticket to Germany or whatever.
Yeah.
But then they kind of started to grow on me a little bit, almost like, and funny you mentioned National Treasure, almost like the Riley Poole from that, like the funny character. I think these guys will be that. They're a little bit younger. Yeah, as a lead guy, I would have liked something else. I said earlier, Kiefer Sutherland would have been great in this role. Oh my gosh. Stop doing touch, and you should have done this.
Or Nicolas Cage in.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna do National Treasure,
but
why not just go with?
But and I thought the twist was really cool. Like, yeah, I guess I saw that coming a little bit.
Captain America.
Yeah, Frozen in the Arctic. But yeah, I mean, I'm really interested to see where it goes. You know, like it's a drama that keeps me on it just by the plot. And that, for me, I guess, is what it takes for me to come back to a show. Because, like, The Following I really liked, but I'm not caught up on that because the plot itself isn't very fast-moving, and it's more about the characters in that show, which I like. But shows that keep me coming back each week, like Walking Dead or stuff like that, those shows have a lot of plot. They also have characters.
But they also have characters,
but,
that's what's missing.
But this kind of remained to be seen what this is going to be.
And I agree with you, like, I am very interested to see how they're going to go. I'm happy maybe you'll watch it and you can tell me, because I do not want to watch a second more of it. Like, I mean, it is interesting, the 12 apostles and pulling things in.
Really cool stuff,
but
I thought.
It just was marred so hard by the fact that the characters were just so bland and...
Yeah.
And it just,
we'll see.
He didn't react well with his wife getting taken. At least Neeson would have been great to, my wife's been taken. I don't know. Just
like I'm just like his wife has to play into it somehow, but like obviously he does.
Bought a bad clock.
Oh man, I want to know like what's going on here. Anyways, so that's 0 Hour. Check it out. It's on abc.com. Also on demand. It's on Thursdays, so the first episode was on last Thursday, and when you're watching this episode tonight, there will be a new episode, so check it out. So it's that time again to give some thanks for some awesome stuff. Rob, what's your thanks today?
So recently Netflix offered me months free of DVD service back in the day, remembering when Netflix was just DVDs. So I took them up for it, and I've been able to catch a couple movies that we didn't get to see when it was out in theaters, either due to limited release or just we were reviewing something else this past week. So I got a chance to see The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which is this great coming-of-age story, and it's based off the book, which I hadn't read before seeing the movie. But I enjoyed this movie thoroughly. It's a story of this social outcast who is going to school, and he kind of had some things happen to him in the past, and it's just his way to survive high school. There's great voiceover, how he's like, I have 1,800 or whatever days left of school, and it's just a really good movie, and Hermione's in it.
Nice.
Yeah, and she's just fantastic. Great movie all around, and definitely worth checking out. Paul Rudd has a small role as his high school teacher, only in a couple scenes, but really good. So definitely check that out. I think it's a really good indie kind of coming of age story. So
I'm gonna give almost an anti-thanks today.
Ooh,
but
a no thanks.
Not really an anti-thanks, because I'll reserve my judgment, but I just thought it was that crazy that I had to mention it. While we were watching 0 Hour, there was a preview for a new show on there called Splash.
I thought the same thing.
And I was just,
what are we coming to in America?
So basically, the plot of the show is there are 12 actors or famous people like Louis Anderson that are learning to do a high dive. That's the plot of the reality show, and oh my gosh, it's ridiculous.
And this isn't a one show thing. It's a season.
I'm guessing they're going to be eliminated somehow. And the whole promo of the show was, this is what it sounds like when a Dominican Sue splashes in the water. And then it's crazy. And Louis Anderson's like, oh my God. It's crazy. I can't believe it's a real show. I'm actually intrigued to watch it, but I kind of just don't want to get behind it. But wow, there's some stuff on TV now.
And I saw that. We watched the show separately, and I saw that, and I actually thought, I'm like, can we do a no thanks for that?
I peeked my head.
It looks so ridiculous. It's so funny.
Over the top.
It's
but
ridiculous.
could be funny, I guess, for what it is. So.
But they have Wipeout, which is people getting knocked out by the obstacles, which is funny, and but this is literally, you're just having people high dive.
But I wonder if it's going to be like Dancing with the Stars, where they're actually going to try to make them good, or if they're just going to be making fun of them.
Fill any amount of time with that.
It's got to be, you got to be watched to understand, I guess. Awesome. So,
it's so funny.
That's Splash. Check it out. I think it's on ABC as well.
It is.
This weekend is the Oscars, so make sure you check that out. And also make sure you comment in our comment section below. If you like 0 Hour, we're kind of divided on it, so let us know what you think of it.
Yeah, definitely.
But
subscribe, hit that button.
Yeah,
please.
do subscribe.
Whatever it is.
Check back next week. We'll catch in with you then. Next week actually is our 1-year anniversary, next Thursday. So
awesome.
We're going to have to come up with something cool for that.
We will.
But thanks for watching this episode and every episode, and we'll catch you next time.